What up, goblins? I need to start doing some fucking sales of something. I need some gold. We're just bleeding it and not making it. Think we should expect some changes next week? I have no idea. But I mean, just from a calendar perspective, it seems like people are probably getting back into the office. Like people have probably been gone for holiday, and they should all probably be back this coming week. So yeah, there might be some backburnered shit that
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
AOE.
Oh, what just happened there?
3, 2, 1. AOE.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, that's I mean, you know, as we say, if you're gonna deplete, that's the way to do it. Just get that shit. Just deplete it, you know? What up, Nico? Been live for 7 minutes. How'd you already miss a key? Well, we wiped on the first pull of an Everbloom. So. Okay, unfortunately, we're beginning to reach the point now where I'm having trouble finding the keys in LFG that will be for score. It is, always kind of a disappointing part of the season, I guess, depending on how you look at it. When the keys in the group finder are no longer all for score, and now you actually have to like sit around and wait to find ones for score, or jump into some very sussy looking keys. I could do the one easy key that I could still do for score is Galacrons, which I only have on 26. Every other key I have on 27 Tyrannical. Galacrons I only have on 26. I just really don't want to do Galacrons. Or I should say, I don't really want to do Galacrons 27. I feel like I could do a 28 with a pug, so doing a 27 feels sort of like I'd rather just wait and do the 28. 29 Darkheart. Now that is a fucking banger. Double DH. Yeah, I'll sign up for that shit. All right. The group lead has said he wants a mage and a prop pally. And I'm down with that. I was like, please don't invite a Nogvoker. And he was like, mage prop pally? And I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, it's just not a fucking Nogvoker, man. I'm pretty sure the timer in here is actually like, well, like, what did we time it with? I swear I timed it 28 with like infinity time left on the timer. And I don't, if I remember right, it wasn't even that clean. We had like a weird, oh, I'm remembering it now. It was the dungeon where we had somebody die on first boss. And then stay dead for the last like 20% of the fight. And then we had 2 deaths on second boss, where we had somebody die at like 17% and then somebody die at like 5%, and we had to 3-man the boss for the last like 5%. And even with that shit, we still managed to get the DHT timed with like what's the timer in DHT? Is it 30? I swear I had an add-on that would put the timer of the key at the bottom of the key when I moused over it. How do you die on first boss? It was a DH and he died because the shit fell on him and he didn't move out of it fast enough. I think it like fell on him and he like double ticked himself in it or something. Because it dropped and he just flopped over real fast after that. Okay, what was I gonna do? I was going to, I guess, hearth out of here first. Is there any talent choices I want to make in this dungeon? I mean, I think Ursine Vigor is good. I actually think I'm gonna probably be playing, at least for Tyrannical. I think the more I think about it, the more I think I'd rather have Ursine Vigor than Well-Honed Instincts. I just feel like the number of times Well-Honed Instincts popped when I just don't give a shit about it. There's times when it procs when I actually get mildly tilted because I hear it proc and I'm just like, God, dude. Like speaking of DHT, I remember it happened on like I think the 28 DHT on first boss. I think one of the ads dropped on my guy and it dropped me down to like 30% HP, and I wasn't like in danger of dying at all. And Well-Honed Instincts procced, and I was like, bruh, come on. At some point, I should go back on a key with Well-Honed Instincts and look to see how many times it procced and how many times I actually gave a shit that it procced. Like, how many times did it proc at a point where it was like, oh, yeah, that may have helped keep me alive, versus, oh, it procced and then I didn't heal myself again for the next, like, 8 seconds because it just didn't matter. Okay, so is this an Invigorate dungeon? Invigorate could be nice for first boss. Get the bleed off him quickly. Is it good for Xavius? It would be probably good for like feed on the weak. I don't think it matters for any of the other shit. Not a fan of Ogvoker? No. I think it's slow. I think he just goes slow. I'd rather take my chances with living. I'd rather be in a key where, like, my mentality is, like, as long as we all play well, we time this key. Which I feel like is not the mentality I have when we play with Ogvoker. I feel like when I play with Ogvoker, it's like, we could live everything in here and still just deplete on timer. But I feel like when I play with no Ogvoker, it's like, as long as there's like no catastrophic deaths, as long as it's, you know, if you could have some deaths here and there, but as long as it's like, oh, somebody had to run back during trash, or, you know, somebody died on a boss but instantly got rezzed and it wasn't in their cooldowns, things like that, then you'll still time it. But I've done more than a few Og keys this season where it feels like we don't have any what should be impactful deaths, and then we still miss the timer at the end. And that's disappointing. Seen some other people like Reforestation. Have I played around with it at all? I think it's a good talent if you're running tree form. If you're not running tree form, I just don't think turning into a fucking tree every once in a while is that big of a deal. It's just like one more thing I have to track in the key that I don't want to track. If there were more fights like... See, what we really lack this season are bosses like third boss in Halls of Infusion. That kind of a boss just like doesn't exist this tier. The closest thing to it is maybe like last boss BRH, sort of, but even then, like, really what made the Halls of Infusion boss so difficult was it was just relentless. It was just non-stop, everyone getting fucking pounded. And there's like no boss that's really like that this season. Nobody just fucks you up from start, like from the drop. that boss just started his full damage. Which boss? Kaijin in the fuck do I get back to Halls of Infusion? Kaijin in Halls of Infusion, where it was just like you just Polar Wind is just like the moment you pull the boss, she's just tick 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 tick. There's no ramping, there's no cast. It's just you pull the boss, you start fucking taking damage until the boss is dead. And that there's really no boss like that this season. Trying to think. Volcall kind of in his, but he's still not doing like nearly as much damage as that boss was. Last boss BRH, but even then you have like the intermission to kind of get your CDs back while you run around. Ancient Protectors kind of, but like as soon as one of the bosses dies, that the fight gets way more chill. You're not doing that the entire fight. Yeah, so where something like Reforestation in my mind would be good would be a fight like Kajin, where you can always use the healing. Like no matter when you proc Tree Form, you'll get value out of it. But for most fights this expansion, or this tier, excuse me, you would have to proc it at a particular time that gives you value out of it. And a lot of times if you procced it, you wouldn't get the full value out of it. Like it would you wouldn't need all 10 seconds of the tree being active. Like you wouldn't utilize all 10 seconds of it. Now, if you're running tree form, then getting the extra Grove Guardian from it is nice. That's a nice value add. And I would say honestly is like the majority of the value of that talent would be getting the Grove Guardian from it. Otherwise, I think I saw a log. If I remember correctly, I think I saw a log. I think there was a Chinese guy that was running Convoke and Reforestation, and I think Reforestation was worth like 1.2% of his healing or something. And it was just like, nah, I'll run something else. Can I explain why tree is bad? It's just less damage. And for the most part, I don't need 30 seconds of sustained HPS and keys. That kind of gets back to what we were just talking about, where there's just really not that many bosses or points in a key where you're doing like 30 uninterrupted seconds of HPS. Just like non-stop casting of HPS. And I just don't think you need it. And if you don't need it, then I'd rather have like the burst potential of Convoke on a shorter CD, and you can use it offensively. What up, Fargro? There's no boss that from start to finish fucks you up as a tank. Tree boss kind of fucks some guys up. Now, admittedly, it's not literally from the start of it. It takes a while to ramp. But if you don't clear, that boss starts fucking you up hard and he doesn't stop. Probably experiencing, but how am I so comfortable DPSing in cat with minimal hots on the group? Yeah, I mean, it's just experience. You develop a sense for how much healing your hots are going to do. And you have an innate sort of awareness of like, that guy's in danger. Like he has no hots on him, and he's not going to get enough passive healing before more damage comes out. But a lot of that is just you do enough keys and you just get a sense for like how much healing your hots are going to do over time, sort of like you know that, okay, that guy's not going to take more damage for another 5, or he shouldn't take damage for another 5 or 10 seconds. He's going to passively get enough healing from that. It's fine. And you just start developing a sense for like when you need to throw a little extra in there, or when somebody's safe. One hour dungeon keeps trying to do Mythic Plus on your Pres Invoker. I've stopped even gearing up my Preservation Invoker. The last 2 weeks, I just haven't even done keys on it. Not even one. I think Preservation Invoker is... I don't know. They need to do something with that spec. I feel like the 25-yard range thing is workable when you're playing DPS, but as a healer, it's just... The problem is you paint yourself into this really weird corner when you have 25-yard range, where if you're not doing an insane amount of, or if you're not providing an insane amount of value to the group, then why is anybody going to invite you to the group if you have this extra constraint? You know, if you're this like awkward 25-yard healer and you're going to be constantly bitching at people like, yo, you're out of range, you're not in my fucking cone, like, stack up. Like, if you are doing the same amount of healing as everybody else, if you're providing the same value to the group, but you're also demanding that people stand in certain spots, then the group's just going to be like, well, fuck this, I'd rather play with a different healer. So like the only way to make people bring preservation in that state is to make preservation better than other healers when you meet its requirements. If people are stacked up and in your range, then you're going to be doing more healing than other healers. And if that's the case, then people bring preservation and deal with it, but then you'll never invite any other healer, because it's like, well, if I can bring preservation and play into preservation strengths, then it's just the best healer. So why would I deal with another healer? And it's not the first time Blizzard has put itself in that position with a spec. It won't be the last. But for DPS, like I said, I think it's fine. I don't think it's that big of a deal that Devastation or AUG are 25-yard range, but for healer, it's too big of a deal. Even honestly, even if Preservation had like 40-yard range, I still think the class is just kind of weird. Like, it's interesting. It's definitely an interesting spec, but it just like requires too many fucking, or I should say, if you want to make it interesting. If its playstyle is going to be interesting, you have to be making like calculations in real time about like, should I be using my echo for this or this or this or this? And realistically, if you're having to do that, it probably means that you're just going to play a different healer. When preservation, I feel like, is good, it's when one of your spells is so fucking broken that you don't make that calculation anymore. You just like, oh, well, I always press this fucking button on my echoes. And now it's like, well, the thing that made this class interesting is not interesting anymore because you're just pressing the same fucking button every time. So like theoretically it could be interesting, but in practice it's actually not. It's actually like brain dead. So yeah, I don't know. I think empowered spells are a failure for DPS, or for healing at least. I guess maybe that's my biggest complaint is about Evoker as a class is that it feels like they did some things with that spec that are probably fine for DPS, but become really fucking awful when you're a healer. And I feel like they tried to fit too much into that concept. They hewed too closely to the original idea of like, oh, it's going to be a medium range class, but it's going to have like multiple specs that don't do the same thing and react differently to those conditions. All right. This group has the most minimal amount of utility in terms like healer utility that you could really ever ask for in here. We have no disease dispel. We have only my poison dispel. We are doing like a weekly 20 comp here, but we're doing it on 29. So also, I downloaded a route with just the wildest name I've ever seen on it. I don't know what that is. Well, let's see here. We go, I have all my talents, right? Nothing that's going to make me sad when I press ready. I think we're good. Okay, so we run in, we do everything here. And then we do this. I hate this fucking pull. This pull with one poison dispel, I can almost tell you right now, this pull is going to either be a wipe or incredibly fucking terrifying. Yeah, everything through here is going to be just really fucking scary. So, we'll see. Maybe it'll be fine. If we can make it through first boss, the rest of the dungeon should... The only other part of this that'll be weird with this comp would potentially be bats. I don't know how well a DH tank will handle that without a disease dispel.
5,
But
4, 3, 2.
the beginning part of this dungeon should be the only part that's like especially sketchy. All right, YOLO.
3, 2, 1. AOE.
Why is there fucking sanguine under everywhere I'm trying to stand? Okay. Not bad. I wish I hadn't had to blow my fucking potion on that, but it is what it is.
Be still, worm. I will deal with you shortly.
Alright, time to find out how fucking terrible this feels.
Spread.
Little phantom propelling charge there, no biggie.
Spread.
Thank you, God, for not jumping right at the end there. Wait, can you stun that cat's leap? Because his leap was queued and he didn't use it, or at least if he did, I didn't notice it. I'm gonna try it.
Spread.
Wait, was he like a? Maybe he was like stun DR'd or something. He jumped right out as soon as I fucking stunned him, or tried to stun him.
Spread.
Die before the leap. Die before the leap. Thank you.
Spread.
Look at that taunt, dude. Look at that taunt. Okay.
I can smell the nightmare in your blood. Be gone from these woods, or suffer nature's wrath.
I just put an F-flow in the tree.
3, 2, 1.
I sense a powerful druid among you. You dare to
3,
challenge my
2,
authority?
1.
By tooth and claw. Stay down,
Ooh.
defiler.
3, 2, 1.
Oops, someone meant to press.
Three, two, one. 2, 1. Fixate. 3, 2, 1.
What is that you hold, Druid? I am nature's fury incarnate!
3, 2, 1.
Holy fuck.
Three, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1. 2, 1.
I will bleed the nightmare from you!
Oh, why didn't I get rid of the fucking bleed, dude? Shit.
3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1, 2, 1. Fixate.
Come on now, get that bleed off. Thank you.
3, 2, 1.
Oh shit, dude.
You are blessed with great
Whew.
restorative powers, Druid. I am nature's fury incarnate!
3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 2, 1.
By tooth and claw, be purged!
Fixate. 3, 2, 1.
I will bleed the nightmare from you!
Three, 2, 1. Fixate.
Come on, get rid of the fucking bleed.
I am nature's fury incarnate!
3, 2, 1, 2, 1. Fixate. 3, 2.
Right. Yeah, I mean, this feels. I mean, aside from that one fucking fake charge that.
You do not face me next. They will be more than prepared. For your true power rests in the nightmare. Silence, weakling. When you open your mouth again, it will be to cry for mercy.
The fuck am I listening to? What is this? What the fuck is this noise? Yeah, you like that fucking staff crit? Asshole. Ooh, that was a root burst in there, isn't it? Well, shit was hard to see. What the fuck did I just press, dude? Shit. Okay, everything good. Fuck. Normally I have Heart of the Wild here. This sucks.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Knock.
That's a rip, I believe.
Add five. Five, four, three, two, one.
Knock.
I think I have a crush on you. Rooting around
Targeted.
Adds. Five, four, three, two, one, two, one.
Knock. Targeted.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Knock.
will crush you to splinters.
Adds.
Targeted.
Five, four, three, two, one, two, one.
Knock.
Adds. 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Knock. Targeted.
Ah, dude.
I want to say something clever,
5,
but I
4,
am stumped.
3, 2, 1. 2, 1.
Sucks to lose B-Res to Root Burst. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, if we'd have been in voice, I would have called that. Because I could see it. I could faintly see it come out, but that area is just, like, all misty and shit. So if you weren't, like... If you weren't keeping your eyes peeled for it, it was very easy to miss. And if we'd have been in voice, I'd have been like, yo, 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 yo. All right. All right. What is this collection of songs? 2024 has a better ring to it than 2023. Not based on this playlist. Every boss nears, do you have mitigation up every 30 to 40 seconds? Yeah, it's like... It's definitely one of those dungeons where if I was playing a different healer, I would be like, how the fuck am I gonna live all this shit? That was, I mean, that was a big part of the reason why Druid was meta back in Legion for a lot of this shit was, it was either that or Paladin, because those are the only two classes that could live that shit. Paladin didn't need mitigation because it was fucking Paladin. For whatever reason, Blizzard just decided they were going to give Holy Paladin like 15% more stamina that expansion. They're just like, yo, you're poor Paladins, man. It's a hard life being a plate-wearing class. We're just going to give you 15% more stamina than every other fucking healer. Like, no real explanation. I guess, ostensibly, you're melee and, like, you deserve something for that. Did we give it to monks? No. Nah. But, you know, paladins, they're a different breed, so they just deserve it. So anyway, you could live as either Druid or Paladin. Druid because you could go into bear form. And back then, Frenzied Region actually owned. It was like Death Strike, where it would give you back a percentage of the health you lost. So there were a lot of mechanics that by all like all respect should have killed you. Like you should have been dead, but you could drop into bear form and just slam Frenzied Regen and your health would just be like top. Like Melandris, Court of Stars. I mean, your ass should have been so fucking diced up on that, but you could just like wait one tick, drop into bear form, and then hit Frenzied Regen, and your health would just... Because it would heal you based on the unmitigated portion of the damage. So your bear form would give you a bunch of armor, which would reduce the damage from slicing Maelstrom, but your Frenzied Regen would like check what the base amount was. So it would be like, oh, well, you should have gotten hit for a fuckload of damage here. So I'm going to heal you based on that. So if you had a few hots on you for mastery, your Frenzied Regen would scale with mastery, so you would just like heal yourself through it every time. And Frenzied Regen was pretty low CD. It was like 20 seconds or something, so you could have it up for every one of them. So between Bear Form and Frenzied Regen, you could live a lot of shit. Same deal with like Xavius as Druid. You could, if he put like Feed on the Weak on you, you could just like drop in a Bear Form and Frenzied Regen through it every time. Like that shit would just like kill everybody else. Like Feed on the Weak was like a death sentence for everybody else, but for Druid, you could just get in Bear Form, Frenzied Regen, and you'd probably live it. So Xavius became Nightmare Bolt Dodge Simulator. I don't know if it still works this way with Nightmare Bolt, but it used to be the case that you could outrange Nightmare Bolt, and it would be tough to do it now as a Druid, because back then you had to utilize Displacer Beast. But it used to be Nightmare Bolt had a 60-yard cast range on it. So you had to wait until Nightmare Bolt was about... You had to max range the boss. You had to sit at 40-yard range. And then Xavius would pick his Nightmare Bolt. And if it was on you, you had to spin 180 degrees as fast as you could and blink the other direction. And if you could do it correctly... The problem was a lot of times if you tried to spin your camera really fast, you would like not do exactly 180 degrees. But if you were close enough, you could spin 180 degrees, blink backwards, and you would get 60-yard separation from the boss. And if you did that, it would break his cast. He would start casting, and as long as you got out of 60-yard range, by the time you finished the cast, it would just cancel it and nothing would happen. So that's what several ranged classes were doing by the end of the expansion. Was you would, like, Warlock could gate it or use their demonic portal. You could portal away from him. Mage could blink away. Druid could displace or beast away. Both resto and balance could displace or beast away. And so a bunch of ranged classes had ways to like get out of the boss's range, and you'd all just hang out right at 40 yards and then peace out if you got Nightmare Bolt on you. So then it was just a matter of living Feed on the Weak. And most everybody else had to use some big defensive for that, like Ice Block or Unending Resolve or some shit. But Druid, you could just get into Bear Form and Frenzied Regen. But I don't know if you can still do that. I haven't tested that. And it would be really hard to do on Druid now. You'd have to like you'd have to run Wild Charge probably and like disengage maybe. I'm not even sure that would do it. Because it used to be you had to displace a beast and like keep running, I think, for a few yards. Because it's hard to get 20 yards separation. Like it's hard to be 40 yards away and then do another 20 yards. The problem is, not only do you have to just move 20 yards, but in order to do it correctly, you'd have to move 20 yards exactly away from the boss, like in a line. And the problem is, it's really easy to like try to run in a line, but actually go like slightly offset, and then you're not actually putting. Each yard that you walk isn't putting a full yard between you and the boss. So you might move 20 yards, but it might have only put 18 yards between you and the boss. So you had to, a lot of times you had to move further than 20 yards in order to be 60 yards away from the boss after your Displacer Beast. And it was always very, always very stressful because you never knew. You never really knew if you did it successfully or not. And if you didn't do it successfully, you a lot of times were fucked because Even if like you might think, oh well, if I fuck it up, I'll just use my defensive if I see the Nightmare Bolt because it's a projectile. So you might think like, well, I'll displace your beast and run, and then I'll turn around, and if he has successfully casted it and Nightmare Bolt's coming to me, then I'll just use my defensive. The problem is with projectile spells like that, it snapshots the damage you're going to take from that when it leaves the boss's hand. And if you press a defensive after that, the defensive does nothing. The spell has already locked in the amount of damage it's going to do. So the boss would cast Nightmare Bolt. A lot of times people get baited by this shit. The boss would cast Nightmare Bolt, and you'd go, oh shit. And then you'd press your defensive when you realized you hadn't outranged it, but you're already dead. You just don't know it yet. And so the boss would cast Nightmare Bolt. It would be mid-flight. You'd go, oh, fuck, Bark Skin. And then it would hit you and kill you anyway. And you'd be like, what the fuck? I had Bark Skin up. But, like, game doesn't care. The damage from that spell was already calculated by the time you press the button. But yeah, I missed Displacer Beast too. It was a good spell. And the way I know it was a good spell is that I would almost always take it over Wild Charge. There were a few dungeons where I really liked having Wild Charge, but I would almost always take Displacer Beast over Wild Charge, and I consider Wild Charge to be now a really good spell. Like, I think of Wild Charge right now as being really good, and Displacer Beast was so good, I would almost always take that over Wild Charge anyway. So, yeah, Displacer Beast was big time. All right, well, while we find lastly, we're doing a warm-up key. The mage we invited had to go do a boost run, and so he's gonna come back after we're done. So now we're trying to do like a warm-up key, I guess, but I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back. Ready check. All right. Oh, this is the guy I was just on the last key with. AD. I think. This looks right. Okay. A tall. Yeah, okay, he's here. Dude, one of the kids set the fucking thermostat to 65 last night. I didn't notice it when I got up, and I was like, I've been freezing down here, and I was like, dude, I know something's amiss with the thermostat. I went upstairs 65, and it's like, I'm gonna ground one of you fuckers if you do that again. You're not allowed to set this shit to 65 degrees in the middle of the night. The especially tilting part is we have a main floor, an upstairs, and then a basement. And Shauna and I sleep in the basement. Nobody sleeps on the main floor, and all the kids' rooms are upstairs. They have their own thermostat up there. Like we have one heater for the main floor and basement, and then we have a separate heater for the upstairs that the kids have control over. So they could set the thermostat to whatever the fuck they want in their rooms. In their rooms. Now sometimes they argue over whether it's too cold or not. But that's between them, you know. You guys can fight over that. But the fucking none of you sleep on the main floor, so stop fucking with the thermostat in the middle of the night on the main floor, goddammit. You're not the ones that have to deal with that. Okay. Well, this was looking good, but then we invited an Ogvoker. We invited 2 different mages and then settled on an Ogvoker. What up, Patty? If you touch the Tempest kids, you got ground so fast. Yeah, I don't think I touched the thermostat, and I don't think I ever touched the thermostat in my house growing up. And I didn't touch it. Even I moved back in with my dad for a few years before I started streaming. And when I was living with him, I still didn't touch it, even though he had the thermostat set to the craziest. He was just being like a fucking miser about paying for
5, 4,
heating and cooling.
3, 2,
And he would basically just like leave it off, like more or less leave it off throughout, or try to set it far in the direction of whatever temperature it already was. So during the summer, he'd let it get up to like, I'm not even kidding, he'd like let it get up to like 80. That house would like bake. And then during the winter, he'd let it go down to like the low 60s. I had to wear like 2 sweaters in that house during winter. I forgot to take fucking Vortex. I forgot to take anything that I care about right now.
2, 1.
Bait. Loss.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bait.
Bro, these volcanoes can fuck off.
Loss.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bait.
Oh, what the fuck just happened?
Loss.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bait.
Okay, good, 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 good.
Fixate.
I still don't know what just happened there. The boss, like, the boss fucking hightailed it. I was like looking at the screamer, and like 1 second the boss is here, and then 1 second the boss is like over here.
Loss.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bait. Loss.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bait. Loss.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bait.
Dude, did I really just convoke right before my Heart of the Wild? Jesus Christ. There is some next level throwing.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bait.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I did, dude, what the fuck? Did I actually just fucking meld right there? What the fuck? How do I fat finger fucking meld of everything? I was trying, dude, how is my meld button that close? I have Alt V is my fucking meld button, and Alt F is my ferocious bite button, and I tried to ferocious bite, and I fat fingered fucking meld, dude.
6-8.
Yeah, good. Punish me for that. Just fuck my shit up, boss. I deserve it. Holy fuck. How the fuck of all the buttons to fucking fat finger? How is it fucking meld?
Rezan was a powerful Loa. Perhaps you will make a worthy sacrifice for Zul.
Protect the priestess. Let no one make it through.
CC.
Dude, it's nice when you get those juggernauts like synced up. Okay.
CC. Targeted. CC. Targeted.
What are we lusting here exactly?
Enter.
Corruption be purified!
F.
Tal'Dazar's power flows through me!
Enter.
You do not belong here!
F.
Tal'Dazar's power flows through me!
Enter.
This gold is under my power. My thanks for killing the priestess. You have only succeeded in strengthening my hold on the temple.
Dodge. Dodge.
Damn. Got out there.
Dodge.
Bro, did you see that precision fucking typhoon that looks like it's not going to matter because we went back into it anyway, but I think I ejected like only that fucking screamer.
Dodge. 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 CC. 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 CC.
This is good. I'm low-key getting a little more value out of my Heart of the Wild here. All right, not a bad little sanguine heal. Few more GCDs in the Heart of the Wild.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Come on. Man, really? Okay, the problem with these totems is people leave their totem. Like, don't leave your totem and come help with another totem. Stand there with your thumb up your ass. Nothing good is going to happen if you leave your fucking totem to come do something else, because then your totem's going to fall behind. You can lay this squarely at the feet of, like, every DPS that ever leaves their totem to come do something else. Don't fucking come help. Just stand there and wait for the other totems to get DPS down to your totem. Inevitably, people will look for, like, the lowest totem, leave their totem, come over to help with the new one, and then end up shitting on the new one, and then the old one that they left is like, oh, fuck, oops, I left that one at 20%.
Interrupt. Interrupt. Interrupt.
again? No matter. I can rebuild him. But when you die, there will be no coming back. Impressive. You made it farther than I thought. But I will still be drinking your blood.
Be funny, Yasma. It should be pretty chill, to be honest, I think. I meant to take Invigorate for this key.
The Tsar will await you soon, but you will not live to see it.
Stack.
Tear your soul apart.
Where the fuck are we stacking? Okay, when I said chill, I mean not chill, because I was very confused about where the fuck we were all going there. Hello, Spider. You want to let me walk through there real quick? Thanks, bud.
Stack.
Tear your soul apart.
Targeted. Stack.
Tear your soul apart.
Targeted. Stack.
Tear your soul apart.
Stack.
Tear your soul apart.
Stack.
Your soul be shattered.
Good warm-up key, good warm-up key. Uh, I think I might add a. Nah, never mind. Break timer for 17 minutes. Okay. What music channel? Just listening to SoundCloud. I follow people on there and then listen to whatever they post on there. This particular mix is Oh. Do I have any catalyst charges on this character? I really wish there was an easier... I mean, I know there's a script you can use to check your catalyst charges. There should really be a way to check your catalyst charges without having to fly to the catalyst and without having to type some cringy shit into the console. It's pretty dumb that I have to... Saved instances has it. What is saved instances? Like, if I go to... You mean like this shit? Ugh. Or is it like an add-on? That's what I'm saying, though. There should be a way, like... There should be a way in-game to check whether you have... Like, it should be like a currency or something. Like, there should be a default UI way to check if you have catalyst charges. It's stupid that you need to have something else that tells you... Dude, how the fuck did I run out of fucking vigor, man? This is what happens when I start talking and flying on my dragon. Alright. I have none left. What the fuck did I spend the most recent one on? I think I converted this chest. I remember this now. Okay. So we'll have one next week.
We maintain the Isles. Beware chaos.
What does it turn into again over here? Turns into Haste Mastery from Haste Verse. So not terrible if I needed to convert a belt. If I wanted to buy an avoidance spell, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I'd lose some verse, which sucks, but... And a helm... I could get a socket on my helm. I don't even know that that's an upgrade. I think helm eye level might be more than a... Might be more value than a socket. Let's see here. If we upgrade that to 483 and then catalyze it. Yeah. It's very close. It's only like a 60 DP or a 60 HPS drop to use the catalyst at helm. If this helm had something besides speed, if it was leech or avoidance, I would for sure use that, but speed is kind of, for a druid, kind of... What is cloak? If I remember right, cloak's bad. Oh no, cloak's actually good. Holy shit. Actually, I think I would maybe rather have those stats. I mean, it's same stats, haste verse, but it's heavier verse. Okay, so we could maybe catalyze that soon. Bracers are same stats except slightly more crit than verse now. And boots or something bad if I remember right. Yeah, crit mastery. Oof. My rage heart actually did not do that much damage, that key. Did I use it for a good amount of healing? Man, my verdancy was fucking dog shit, that key. Come on. Alright, they said, I think we're either doing Galakron's Fall or Throne? What level is the Throne? Okay, probably not a 30 Throne. I still need a 27 Galakrons, so that's not terrible. If we do that.
Well then.
Would I use Invigorate for Galakron's Fall? Maybe Invigorate would be good on Chromie.
Back to my garden.
Actually, Invigorate might be kind of good. I feel like that dungeon has a lot of shit where like one person gets fucked on hard. There's the trash after first boss. It could be useful. There's the dot on third boss. And then on Chromie, you could use it on Chromie.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles. Like you. Good fortune to our friends.
Wait. Is that real? Am I reading this correctly? I'm looking at the log here, and I'm pretty sure, so I'm looking at bosses and trash. I think this is the whole dungeon. Am I correct in seeing that the AUG used the trinket 8 times? Is that true? Or am I missing something about this? Eight casts. How long was this key? 28 minutes? That can't be worth it, right? There's got to be like a way to use that more often. I mean, holy fuck, just leaving it on, like, what is 8 uses in 28 minutes on a 1-minute CD? It means you use it once every like 3.5 minutes. Yeah. He had 8 uses of Nimue trinket too. There's got to be something weird with this. Unless Nimue's trinket's like a 3-minute CD. 2-minute CD. Probably macro to his breath. How many times did he cast breath? 11 times? Out of curiosity, how many times did I use my fucking trinket? Says I used my rage heart 13 times, which admittedly I should be sending my rage heart trinket more often. It's actually I'm becoming more and more passive with that trinket, like holding it just in case, which is like a bad habit. I need to get back into the habit of just slamming that fucking thing unless there's a thing I know I need it for in the next like minute and a half. Okay, so do we want to try... I don't need this in here. Let's do this, and we'll move this to, what would be a good thing? I'll run that. Alright.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The infinite Dragonflight has already infiltrated the tunnels. We must follow.
Oh, don't you worry. We'll find a way to stop them.
We will keep the reinforcements at bay while you take
3,
care of their commander.
2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Two, one. Move. 3, 2, 1. Move. 3, 2, 1. Move. Move.
What up, Son? What's going on, Stella?
The Infinites have done well covering their tracks. This will take us some time. Champions.
That's not really what I meant to do.
Anomalies that appear. You cannot have them further twisting.
Fuck me, dude.
I do not know. They have often tried to corrupt the true timeline. To invade the Bronze Temple to do so.
Far in the past, then. They risk unraveling all of time as we know it.
And they will stop at nothing to ensure the rise of my darkness itself. No resigned.
Spread. Spread.
Even the aspect of time cannot be allowed to disrupt
Okay.
the time ways.
Don't embarrass me, boss. Please.
No, we're trying to fix them.
The time ways shall be protected.
War.
Sands of time, I call upon you. The seconds pass.
Okay. That's not great.
Your time
Man.
has ended.
War.
Sands of time, I call upon you. Count the seconds.
Drop.
No, dude. Oh my God. Every time I tell myself not to dispel myself or to dispel somebody else first, and every time I do it, and it destroys my brain. I can't not dispel myself first. It just. If I do that, I am so I am so brain dead when I try to dispel somebody else first. I literally cannot. I am so tilted at myself right now. I can't believe how fucking dumb I am. Every time I do this fight and I dispel somebody else, I say, never dispel somebody else first again, dude. It's always a bait. You always fuck it up when you dispel somebody else first. And then every time I'm like, I just used my defensive trinket. I'm safe. I should dispel the other person before me. Holy fucking shit. What kill? Dude, did I get double tick? Cool fucking ability, man.
4.
Sands of time, I call upon you. The seconds pass.
It's like every time I think I'm smarter than I am.
4.
Sands of time, I call upon the true timeline still stands.
I know what I'm gonna do from now on. I've been saving my trinket for the second one, and I'm just gonna send it. This trinket baits the fucking shit out of me every time I fucking do this fight. Because I'll use it, and then I'll be like, oh, I've got my trinket up during the fucking intermission. That means I don't have to dispel myself, and then I just play like shit. So, like, fuck this. I'm just sending this dog shit fucking trinket. Fuck off, and then I'll fucking deal with it. It's not like I fucking need it on a 27.
Sands of time, I call upon you.
Bro, how does that happen 2 times? And then another one? That's fine, though. That's fine. That's fine.
4.
Sands of your time has ended. Your timeline has ceased. Count the seconds. Your time, my duty to the time ways
I actually don't understand. That's 2 times. Both times we've done this, I have gone to dispel, and the first dispel has not been standing in the light zone. And I don't know if I'm fucking this up, or I didn't. And neither time do I feel like I dispelled instantly, because both times it has fucked me up. Because my first person to dispel ideally should be myself, and the second one should be the AUG. And both times we've done this, the first wave that's gone out has been the rogue and the DH, and momentarily my brain's like, no, it's supposed to be either the AUG or me. So I spend a split second being like, fuck, who should I dispel, the AUG or the rogue? And so I don't even think I've dispelled instantly either time.
the seconds pass.
Four.
Oh my god, I about just ran into that fucking orb.
The seconds pass.
Four.
Sands of time, I call upon you. Count the seconds. You must stop the infinite door.
With me, champions. The pathway is opened.
Four, three, two, one.
Can't still be timeable? Oh, you'd be surprised. This timer is dumb as shit.
The infinites to a place, a moment where I dare not tread.
You're not coming with us?
I shall be with you in a sense, but not as you know me now.
That corpse above us. It's Galakrond. He must have just fallen. He was the biggest proto-dragon ever. His uncle nearly consumed all pathfinding proto aspects. They'll know what to do.
Clear. Targeted. Clear. Targeted. Clear. Clear.
Put the first one on me, dude.
Targeted.
Here we go, dude. So fucking free.
Beam. Beam. Targeted. Beam. Clear.
We face enemies above and below.
Nostormo! Alexstrasza! Everyone! The Infinites are here, and we have to stop them! They wanna... Oh, there's no time to explain.
Very well, little dragon.
I need to pee.
With me!
If Iridicron came here with the Infinites, then they must be working together. Oh, that's bad. Really bad. Can you scout ahead? I'll be with you in a moment.
So, the Titan's
3,
puppets
2,
have come to
1.
face
Move.
He's siphoning Galakrond's essence into a vessel?
for the future of Azeroth.
3, 2, 1. Move.
Lost to the ancients, one which I shall reclaim.
I need an opening to destroy that relic!
3, 2, 1. Move. Three, 2, 1. Move. Three, 2, 1. Move.
Champions of the Titans.
Heal Chromie.
Titans.
Dance. Drop.
I feel a surge of energy.
I shall destroy you.
Heal Chromie.
Titans order.
Dance.
Defended by Earth. Earth's might.
I feel a surge of energy.
I shall destroy you.
Heal Chromie.
Pressure up.
Dance.
Defended by Earth.
Heal Chromie. High energy.
Oh man. Well, not proud of it, but it is scores, so fuck it. What is that loot add-on? It's a week or it's called Better Loot Window. Calcium, thank you for the resub, babe. 27 months, appreciate it, and thank you for your continued inclusion in the J-Dot, babes. All right, how much should we do with the trinket this time? Please tell me it was more. All right, that's 1.3, 6.9. Still a bit less than I'd like. I don't know. I need to pee real quick. Be right back. Okay. I think they're talking about they got a raid tonight, and they're trying to discuss if we're doing more keys or not. It's funny how hard verdancy goes on Chromie. Name of the Mythic Plus tracker? It is... Why is there always a fucking error on my math.lua? What about Blossom and Keys? I mean, it's not a bad healing trinket, but there's several other trinkets I'd rather use. Like if it's higher eye level than the other stuff that you have, it's not a bad trinket, but it would definitely not be a trinket I would aim to use in Keys. Trinket from Everboom for crit. It's a good trinket. You might, I mean, it would probably be, for like healing, it would probably be slightly better to use like pips. But the crit trinket's very good. That would be a trinket where if I had that at like 489, I would probably run that. I would run that over any other trinket I have besides Rage Heart at the moment. But if you have a 489 like pips or blood or Sea Star, like any of those are good healing trinkets. From a tall, the totem, I don't really like that. I'd rather have stats. Boop, 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 boop. Tearstone, I'm not a big fan of that either. It's decent. I think it's better in maybe Raid than it is in Keys. I think it's like decent in Keys, but I'd rather just have a stat stick. But yeah, you can see like this, for instance, is what my my Druid's dungeon rankings are for trinkets with my current gear on. Now I run very low mastery, which might affect this somewhat. I'm not sure how, but maybe it would. But you can see Pips, Sea Star, Corrupted Blood are all strong. Then a step down, you got like one of the alchemy trinkets, the Mastery alchemy trinket, Blossom, the Haste Mastery trinket, Haste alchemy trinket, another alchemy trinket, another alchemy trinket, another alchemy. Then you got Tearstone, totems down here, Seedling, Music Box. So, like Blossom, Tearstone, Totem, they're all kind of in the second tier of trinkets. If you have one that's high level, it's not terrible, but these three are really for healing what you should be aiming to use. Just the stat stick trinkets. Waycrest Music Box is the move. In what sense is the Waycrest Music Box the move? Trinket chart is gear based. Yeah, it'll take your stats into account. If you pull it up with nothing imported, it might use a generic template for your stats. I'm not sure, but if you import stats, it'll change the, like if you take your SimC profile and slap it in there, it'll change it. All right, what was I gonna... I feel like there was something I was gonna do in here last time that I didn't. Or was I thinking of a tall? I think I was thinking of a tall that I didn't have Vortex. I don't think I think I was fine with this last time. Alright, the name of this route is Shroud All Keepers. Ooh. Strong illustration here.
4, 3, 2,
Okay.
1.
I like the routes where you bring in these two on the first pull and get them out of the way with Lust. This is where we lust, right? There's no way we're holding lust for something else. There is no way we're holding lust for something else. Come on, guys. What's going on? I'm back to drums.
Three, two, one. AoE.
So says the shadow of Xavius. Be still, worm. I will deal with you shortly.
AoE. Three, two, one. AoE.
There better be a sick fucking lust coming up here. There better be the most goddamn amazing lust of all time. We better be doing something that just makes me go, holy shit, this lust was incredible. Ugh, I did not mean to do that. Jesus Christ, that scared the hell out of me. My dude just charged back in the middle of nowhere. Oh, stood in the wrong thing. Thank God a thing did not leap at me right as I fucking stood in that star shower. That could have been cursed. I don't want to alarm anyone, but I am beginning to get the impression that we are not going to lust on something that makes the first pack not lust seem like a good idea. Call that a suspicion. A hunch. I have an intuition. I am tricked. That is potentially an issue. Okay, I'm no longer tricked.
Spread. Spread.
Defiance.
Alright, maybe a first boss lust is actually fucking insane. I don't know. Maybe we were only gonna get 3 lusts or whatever the fuck in here anyway.
Defiance.
3, 2, 1.
Sense a powerful druid among you. You dare to challenge my authority?
3, 2, 1. Three, two, 1.
By tooth and claw, be purged!
Three,
I am nature's fury incarnate!
3, 2, 1.
What is that you hold, druid?
2, 1. 2, 1. Three, two, one, two, one. Fixate. Three, two, one. Three, two, one, two, one.
I will bleed the nightmare from you! You are blessed with great restorative powers, Druid.
3,
but I
2,
will rip you all
1.
apart in the end! I am nature's fury incarnate!
3, 2, 1, 2, 1. Three, two, one. Three, two, one, two, one.
Like tooth and claw, be
Fixate.
purged!
Three, two, one.
The strangest nightmare.
A fluke. Savor it and pray you do not face me next.
They will be more than prepared. For your true power rests in the nightmare.
Silence, weakling. When you open your mouth again, it will be to cry for mercy.
There comes all the knocks. Let's go. Oh, dude, look, right as my fucking thing comes up. What is this? Are we pulling trash onto the boss? Bro, I just wanted DPS. What are we... Wait, are we coming back for the boss or something?
Four. Four.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Knock.
Kind of spooky.
Adds 5,
Targeted.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Knock.
Adds 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 1.
Knock.
I snap you like a twig.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Knock.
Adds Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1.
Knock.
Adds Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Knock. Targeted.
A pity you have come this far only to die at the hands of Xavius.
An empty threat. You hold no sway over this realm, Nightmare Lord.
Bold words for a prisoner. Even an echo of my power was enough to overwhelm you.
Okay, now we go.
Beam. Wind. Three, 2, 1. Move.
I didn't even get into bear form for that. That was stupid. I should have definitely been in bear form for that. I could have died there.
Wind. 3, 2, move.
Whoa. Why is my timer all off? What the fuck? It was like 3, 2, boom. Timer, you're gonna get me fucking killed here, bud.
Wins. 3, 2, 1. Move.
There, you see how cool it is when you fucking do your job, Mr. Timer? See how chill that felt?
Wins. 3, 2, 1. Move.
Oh.
Beam.
Mark Evoker. Fuck me, dude. I need to turn on part like I'm stuck in this weird fucking
Wins.
like this is weird streamer problem where I don't like party chat showing up on my screen because people can type weird shit in party and then it shows up on stream. So I disabled party chat bubbles a long time ago, but I don't see shit if people type it in chat during a key. As a consequence of that. And I don't know, like right there, they called for bark on the evoker in party chat, which had I had party bubbles on, I probably would have noticed. But since I didn't notice it and the evoker died. But like, I get real fucking nervous having party chat enabled for stream. I'm gonna meld rake that stalker. No more shit from you, Mr. Stalker. How about that? This is probably a bad roar because we're probably gonna meld this, right? Or shroud this. Yeah. Alright, where the fuck is this Deadeye that ends up being... I'm going off this dude. This dude lives every fucking time. Fuck. Okay. This dude's getting kind of picked on here.
Spread.
At least it's been nice in putting feed the week on the person I have my blue, my life bloom on each time.
Stack. AOE. Stack.
Fracture your feeble mind.
Bro, I should have fucking melded that, goddammit. Oh shit, dude. Okay, dude.
Spread.
Put an armor bolt on me, dude.
Waste away slowly.
God damn it, dude. I fucking melded the feet on the weak. Ah, shit, dude.
Stack.
Cool. I convoked and I got somebody stepped out of my fucking circle as soon as I started it, so it broke my convoke. See, this is the problem. This is the problem with I can't fucking.
Stack.
You will waste away slowly, painfully.
Xavius is ridiculous. I mean, there was a lot of misplays there.
Waste away slowly, painfully. None may challenge me and live.
That's 2 deaths to swirlies on the ground. Nightmare Bolt overkilled me by 6k. I think they afterwards the tank was like, I think maybe you should stay in ranged in phase 2. And I was like, I think I basically, well, I wasn't in range in phase 2, but I think it's because all the nightmare bolts went on me. Now I don't, maybe that's a lie, but I'm pretty sure I was not trying. I don't think I tried to come in on phase 2. Let's take a look here. So we go into phase, to start phase 2, I have Nightmare Bolt on me. Now it falls off. We start running. I don't even think I try to come back into melee at this point. I get Nightmare Bolt immediately. There it's off. Let's see. So it falls off right here. I run, and now we're out. Yeah, no, this is... I was like, damn, dude, was I standing in? But no, I, like, literally, the only time I was in there was with the Nightmare Bolt.
I have many, many wares.
What's the week where it pops up at the start of each dungeon showing whether to take Typhoon, Dispel, or whatever? There's, this... Dino, thank you for the resub, babe. 21 months, appreciate it, and thank you for your continued inclusion in the J-Dot, babes. Ooh, a 28 throne. We'll sign up for that shit. Okay, do I need any weird talents in here? I don't really need that, especially if we get a pally tank, which I think we should get since we already have a DH. Anything else in here that seems good? I guess this could be useful on third boss. Yo, why is this guy at 456 eye level? No neck on. Wait, there's an option to only show party chat in keys. Chat bubbles. Disable chat. Wow. Okay. Wait, what? What were you talking about, Sock? You can make it only showing keys or something? Okay. Whew. He's got his neck back on. All right. So, what kind of gear we... Dude, why do I swear, like, every fucking warlock I raid with, or do keys with has insane gear? Like, it's like every fucking one of them has, like, 487 plus gear. Like, they all have, like, Bisque gear, except for Baloralos is always 483. None of them ever have Mythic Baloralos, but they have, like, Mythic everything else. Yeah, I mean, it's, This guy's just missing, his ring is 483 instead of 489. And his Baloralos is 43 instead of 49. Otherwise, everything's 49 except for his crafted shit. Not like Twitch is going to ban you for behavior of others? Oh, I think you'd be surprised. I think there's some words, if they popped up on my screen, you could get actioned for it. Also, there's also times where somebody will type something in party chat that I just don't want other people reading. Like, it will be maybe like a private conversation, basically. There's a lot of people that treat party chat as as if stream isn't going to see it. And sometimes people have typed some shit in party chat that I wouldn't necessarily want other people reading if I were them. Are pugs usually toxic? No, but it just takes one guy. It's the same reason why I disable nicknames and details. Most of the time it's fine. Like, it'd be very rare, but you just one dude throws the fucking N-word in his details name or some other racist shit, and you're like, thank you. What add-on shows the items like that? It's this. Competing in MDI, I'd like to, but I had a team I was trying to put together. It was looking promising, but it kind of fell apart this last week, and I don't really have a lead on another team to play with. So I'd like to compete, but also I don't know. I feel like when I play on EU, nobody's looking for me to be on their team. If you say something racist in Twitch chat and it shows up on my stream, I'm responsible. Maybe not like per se responsible, but there's definitely been streamers that have gotten in trouble for shit their chat says if they don't moderate it. And for instance, I've got just to give you an idea, I've got Twitch chat showing on my screen, but it's an aggregator. It's showing chat from YouTube as well, and technically technically Twitch says that's not allowed. Because, and I assume they haven't stated the reason why that's not allowed, but my presumption is because there would be other platforms that don't moderate their chat as heavily as Twitch does, or moderate differently. And there might be something that shows up in a chat in another platform that you show on your stream that would have been flagged at Twitch, but isn't because it's on a different platform. And they like reserve the right basically to be able to take action for that. But yeah, I mean, as with like most things with Twitch, it's not necessarily that I mean, there's obviously some things that'll just get you like instantly banned. But there's always just sort of a spectrum of like, they can ban you for basically whatever fucking reason you want. And if you do a thing and they're like, nope, over the line. What the fuck is a delta split? I just asked how we want to spread out on first boss, and they said delta split. What the fuck is a delta split? Ask them? Well, the thing is, one of them said, don't we do a delta split? And the other one said, yeah, delta split. And now I feel dumb, like I'm supposed to know what a delta split is. All right. Chat bubble in keys. Load faster, Waggo. All right. All right, so I need to type. Wait, so this will just make it only showing keys. What's the console command do? Oh, I think they're gonna call it because it got rid soon. Console command can be put in if you want to insta-hide the bubbles for some reason. Okay. Well, once I make it inside of a key, I feel like it's probably whatever. Usually if there's a time when party chat is going to be like sacred, it'll be like when we're just running around a Valdraken. So... Contested with say, well, I have say bubbles enabled all the time, which may not be smart either, but that's the problem with party chat is a lot of like add-ons and shit when if you're gonna do like, you know, like a lot of like bigwigs or whatever, it'll make you do say spams when you have like a mechanic. So I've always had say bubbles enabled, because I figure if somebody's going to do something that I need to see, like announcing something, it'll be a say. But then people call for things in party chat instead of in say. So they'll say, you know, like, oh, get ready to bark me. And then I won't read it until they die. And then I'll go, oh, shit, and look down at party chat. And it'll be like, bark me. And I'll be like, oh. Oh, wait, maybe it's just one of them that's leaving? Yeah, I think a Mythic Balorelos might be like the rarest thing in the game right now. I don't think I've seen like a single person with one. Might want to change the load conditions on the enable aura. Wait, what? 5-man dungeons? Wait, what is this? So disable when it's no instance. Enable when it's 5-mans. What would I need to change? If I want it for raid. If I want party bubbles in raid, no, I'm good. What's the timer in Throne? $34 minutes? Never mind, use this, sorry. The fuck? What did you give me? Hmm. Now, what kind of gear is this warrior have? 45? Okay. See, like right now, there's a conversation happening in party chat that I don't think the people in party chat would like to be on stream. Not that it's like, it's not like racist or anything. It's just they're talking about, you know, they're discussing some folks and probably not in a way that they would like to be on stream. Now, I don't even know if it would show up as chat bubbles, but. They've decided a warrior is a good play for throne. That reflect is a big deal here. What are you reflecting here? Can you reflect first boss? Can you reflect? You might be able to reflect the dot on third boss. You can reflect crushing depths. First boss, last boss, reflect the add with the heal absorb, and totem boss. That's a lot of shit. Why the fuck am I not running with 3 warriors? By the way, this is a thing that popped into my mind the other day. On the third boss in Throne, what happens if you LOS when the boss is ready to cast Flame Shock? Can it go through LOS? Because I wonder if you could force it on somebody. Like, if everyone LOSs right as the Flame Shock is going to happen, I wonder if you can force it on. You're a tank main. You're thinking about rerolling the resto Druid. Do I have any tips to learn quick? I mean, just check out the Discord Dream Grove. They got a lot of good advice over there. I do like those, like, hey man, I think I'm just gonna play Resto Druid for the first time. Can you tell me how to do that? Like, somebody's like, yo, I think I'm gonna go take a calculus final. Can you just get me up to speed real quick? Just like real quick, if you have like a minute, could you just teach me how differential equations work? A couple tips. DXDY? How about these nuts? Oh man, I gotta use that on. So I gotta figure out how to. Dude, there's gotta be a fucking mathy streamer out there that I can do that to. Like DXDY. And then you'd be like, what about DZ? And they'd be like, DZ? And you'd be like, yeah, D's nuts. Fuck. The problem is, no streamer's gonna fucking know that. Tags on Flame Shock show his range, 100 yards, and vision. I don't know, dude. I feel like if you could, if you were running with a warrior, it would have to be worth it, right? To like play next to a pillar as the rest of the group and just have the timer for the Flame Shock. And if everybody else can step around the pillar and it can force the boss to put the Flame Shock on the warrior. I don't know what's Spell Reflex CD? It's like 20 seconds or something, isn't it? $24 seconds. And what's the Flame Shock CD? Like 7 seconds? Something. I think you could get like every third or fourth Flame Shock on a warrior if you could do it like that. Oh, we got a guy. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, it's definitely showing chat in, there's definitely showing chat in the key. Any tips on healing third boss of EB? You're gonna have 2 fire phases and then 1 non-fire phase. So basically, the way I try to play that fight is to like convoke or flourish the first one, then use whichever CD you didn't use on the second one. So like convoke the first spell combo, flourish the second, take the third one as a break, and then repeat. So just like convoke, flourish, break, convoke, flourish, break, convoke, flourish, break, and you should just be able to do that for every one of them. Bro, Raider.io is struggling for content. Their latest tweet. Have you ever thought about merging two guilds? It's a big decision, one you shouldn't be taking lightly. We've laid out all the points we think you should consider to make a decision that's right for you. Oh. Okay, here we go.
5, 4.
Been building towards this for
2, 1.
the last like 30 minutes. All right, if we can time this, I'll get some good score because I haven't done a 28 on Fort either, so. And the 27 that we did earlier this week, we had like a fucking insanely fine timer. We timed with like 6 minutes left or something. Oh, don't do that to me.
Targeted.
No, dude, what? I thought I got rid of the fucking shield. I swore I fucking regrowthed. That fucking sucks. Whoa, 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 what the fuck? Oh my god, his fucking trinket. Oh. I was not expecting that.
3, 2. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, yes, dude. This is good. Doing this 28 without comms? Yeah, dude. Comms are for fucking sweaty tryhards. If you can't do this shit with your playlist cranked, what's even the point?
Targeted.
There we go. Warrior reflect paying off. Whoop, whoop.
Spread. Targeted. Targeted.
Let me... come on, dude. Let me walk through the fucking door. Oh, Jesus.
Spread. Three, two, one. Spread.
What the fuck? Yo.
2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Three, two, one.
Okay, we have elected to give up, I suppose. So let me hearth out of here and save myself a little, save myself a, little repair bill. Okay, well. 40 minutes well spent. I mean, that's the gamba, you know, for keys now. You gotta... You get to a certain key level, you just gotta start risking it. Somebody's got the key, you go do it. How was Andy Nader? Well, he reflected a crushing depths, so I give him an A+. All right, well, the good news is Reholy whispered me in the middle of that key and said that he is going to be testing out the Flame Shock tech in a 23. So we'll find out whether you can LOS the Flame Shock and force it onto somebody or not. Hopefully we'll find out at least. Do I have Fire Boomkin? Yeah. Yeah, I do.